up, you guys? Welcome to the Jimbo Slice Workshop. Got something cool and exciting for you today, as always. I've been running the Milwaukee Surge for a little over a year now, and I got to say, this is probably my go-to impact driver. And I use the term impact loosely. It's actually a fluid or a hydraulic drive impact. So what it basically does is there's like a hydraulic fluid inside of here. And what it does, it uses the compression of the fluid to drive an impact mechanism, whereas a conventional impact driver uses a hammer and anvil. And it's got a spring in there, and what it does every time it cranks and hits a certain torque, it jams on that hammer and anvil. So that's how that produces that really loud clicking noise. So you'll notice it's a similar noise with this, but it's up to 50% quieter, Milwaukee claims. I want to say through a lot of other testing that I've read, it runs around 85 decibels, where a conventional impact will be about 120 or so. So these can get pretty loud, especially in this garage. I'll show you a little clip here. I was running just for testing purposes. I don't like to use the Surge for drilling. Usually just for medium-sized fasteners. Where it's a lot quieter, so you can, and once you start running kind of like a 1-inch bit, it does get louder, but it's still not as loud as a conventional impact. Now this is a Bosch IDH 182, pretty heavy duty impact, pretty loud, a lot of brute force. This is a lot quieter, a little more refined. So that hydraulic fluid mechanism, what it does, it's a smoother operation. Makita has had one out, their impulse driver, they call it. Impulse driver. Theirs have been out a while, kind of the gold standard. And then I want to say Rigid came out with one, the Stealth Force. I did that in the very births of this YouTube channel. I don't know if you want to go back that far, videos weren't that good. But that thing was big, it was quiet, and it was powerful, but it had a lot of feedback, which you can get because there's not as much absorption of the impact. Even though Milwaukee claims that it's smoother than a conventional impact, you can still get a lot of feedback with these hydraulic drivers. So Milwaukee came out with theirs, they called it the Surge. You kind of had this plastic housing over the metal impact housing. Pretty actually durable. While filming this took a tumble right off here, landed right here, didn't crack. So now it's a 4-mode impact. Your conventional 1, 2, 3. 1 is your precision mode, 2 is medium, 3 is high, up to 3,000 RPMs. The 4th mode is their self-tapping mode for sheet metal screws. So what it'll start off full RPM, and then once that sheet metal screw pierces and you start to hit the threads, it backs down the RPMs and the torque, so you're not stripping and overdriving your screws. So I like running this with a slim pack. If you do pick up a kit, I think it's around $300. You get 2 5.0s with it. But honestly, it's just kind of overkill. This is a nice small impact. Not nearly as small as the Generation 3. But chuck to butt, we're going to say it's about 5 3/8 inches. So it's a good size. Typical Milwaukee fuel impact ergonomics here. Sits very well in the hand. Very comfortable to use. It's not really heavy, very light. I can actually grab the Gen 3. I don't have a battery over here, but it actually sits just a little bit longer, maybe about ½ an inch. But the Gen 3 is actually a fatter impact. This video will be coming out soon. Haven't had a whole lot of work with this one, as I always tend to grab this Surge there. Definitely, if you're doing a lot of work, inside the garage like I do here, if you work in a lot of public settings like hospitals, nursing homes, schools, where you're trying to keep your noise level down but keep your productivity going, this is the route to go. A lot of people still use drills for screw driving, but this has the safety of an impact and the quietness of a drill. I do have to say though, once you start running larger fasteners, as you can see when I run this pretty large lag, as well as when you're doing some drilling with it, the noise does pick up and it tends to sound more like a traditional impact driver, but it's still it's still a lot quieter than a conventional impact. So, cool tool all the way around. Definitely recommend it. One of my favorites to use by Milwaukee. They did a really good job with this. When it first came out, I wasn't too sold on it. But, you know, we tend to look at, we want the most powerful. We want the most powerful. Well, what they did is they delivered kind of a middle-of-the-road package for us. It's still a premium tool, and it really hits its bread and butter in your probably under 4-inch screws. Once you start getting bigger there, you might want to go to a bigger impact driver or conventional impact driver. So check it out. Head over to Acme Tools. You can pick the Bear tool up for $149. You can get a kit with two 5.0s for it's either $3 or $350. But if you're already on the platform, probably just want to pick up the tool. So I don't see a whole lot of promos with the Surge. Milwaukee doesn't tend to give us a lot of promos on certain niche tools like this. So definitely worth picking up. I like to grab it over the M12s, and I have a lot of Milwaukee impacts. This is definitely my favorite. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you head over to my Instagram channel where I keep a lot of updates, quick reviews on tools, a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to the YouTube channel. We are going to keep pumping out videos, so keep watching, guys. Make sure to hit subscribe. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching.